Hey Capricorn, welcome to your reading, to your love reading. You see what's happening. So, um, general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascending for Capricorn. Don't you just like how the word Capricorn just kind of just rolls off your tongue? Hey, Capricorno. Alrighty. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascending for Capricorn. What resonates, resonates. Claim that inside your heart. And um, what doesn't resonate is not for you. Don't be bothered about it. Okay. If you want to have a personal detailed reading, you can order one from me. They're still on special at the moment, $12 for a 30 minutes downloadable reading, which I sent to you. All the details is in the description how to order it, along with if you like to follow me on Facebook or you like to, receive some motivation on Instagram. Those links are down below for you to follow me. Okay. All right. So we see what we've got for you, and oh, okay. Oh, you seem to have a bit of a melange here, bit of a mess, bit of a mix-up. Okay. All right, that one's calling out to me, so we're gonna look at the oracle card after the reading. So I'm not gonna look at it, just gonna put it over there. All right, and let's see what we got for you. Okay, so look at your recent situation, how you got to where you currently are, and where this energy is taking you forward, as well as some universal guidance for you along the way. Some of you may have started something new with someone new. After having maybe been alone there for a period of time, needed some time to heal. And I want to put a bit of a warning out here for you, Capricorn. This is not really from me, this is from the universe. I feel that some of you have sort of started something new. There's a lot of cards coming out in reverse. Sort of started something new with someone new. But it's almost like there is an expectation over here that things may fail. Alright, so it's almost like you might be test running, sort of like a situation sort of situation, with someone, and you want to be mindful of that. I get a very strong foreboding sort of sense with that, not meaning that if you started something with someone new that you have to cut that off, obviously, but it's I feel that you want to be very, very mindful of the karma that you may create that you're not interested in having. Okay, Page of Swords there, overall energy of the reading. Being very mindful to not maybe become sort of self-serving. You may not have actually obviously set out that way, meaning to be that way. But if you set a moment and you kind of like take things in, look at them in retrospect, you may realize that by sort of by default, without meaning to do so, you may have, sort of entered that sort of territory. Let's clarify and see what's happening, and then we're going to look at the rest of your reading. I do see a new start though, a new beginning, but it's like you're still sort of attached to the previous energy. So there's it feels to me like there's a need for more release. Yeah, 8 of Cups, stepping away. It's like there's an unresolved sort of issue, and if you want things to work with this person or with this situation where you currently are, you're gonna have to resolve that situation. Otherwise, no matter how much beauty and potential the situation may have where you currently are, it will just really boomerang on you. Okay, and I mean, who wants that? Okay, so let's have a look. So the overall energy, remember, for your reading is the Page of Swords, and the clarifiers coming out there immediately are the 8 of Swords followed by the 8 of Cups, which I love, and then the 9 of Cups. Okay, so sorry, I feel that for some of you, you may have left things a little bit hanging, possibly, with a previous person love situation. So you kind of may have left things sort of hanging there, you know, balancing sort of on the tip. Um, and even though you may have physically moved on and even taken some time out, and you know, you may have even done some, you know, inner work, soul work, inner child healing, all that beautiful stuff that works really, really amazingly. I mean, I do so many of those modalities, so I know that they work out really well, but there is still energetic tie. There's something kind of like, you know, just beneath the surface. It's like when you look at water, it's like a river. It's beautiful and it's calm and it's like serene and, you know, just gently flowing, kind of like, you know, everything is really beautiful. But it's like in the back of your mind, you are not oblivious to the fact that, you know, there might be sort of like an alligator's eyes just kind of looking at you, like just a little bit there, you know, above, uh, like, you know, above the water. So you're kind of looking up for it all the time, or there might be like, I don't know, like a buffalo maybe hiding somewhere in the bushes nearby. So there is some sort of foreboding, even dark, heavy, depressing, draining sort of energy that is there. And I sense that you are in the process of really powerfully walking away from the past, which is amazing, because the moment you walk away from the past, look at that Eight of Cards is immediately, sorry, that Eight of Cups, that walking away is immediately you're walking straight into more. Okay. Um, so for those of you maybe either taking time out, or what you're doing, that inner work, letting you know that stepping away, you're also stepping into some really powerful manifestations that you may not even have expected, you know, that might have never been part of the whole, you know, the goal for your year. Your aim was sort of different. You maybe just needed some space to breathe. In your current situation or present situation, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, so again talking there about starting something new, maybe with someone else, and the Death card, powerfully stepping away from a previous situation. Now, what I do like is that I don't feel that you are using this specific, you know, new connection to get over the previous connection. I'm not getting that. What I am getting is that you are, for you, this may be a new situation, you're starting over, even if you're just giving things a try. But I feel that you're giving things a very honest try. What I'm saying is, in order to give this new, you know, sort of thing, trying situation, an honest chance, the what is actually happening at the moment is there's quite a powerful separation from a previous energy. So it might be a bit of a rocky stage for both you and your person, you know. And in the recent past, there was the Ten of Wands in reverse. There is the Two of Swords in reverse, and then there's the Ace of Wands. Okay. So there's some sort of end of a cycle year, that it's almost like, you know, it's almost like you got to a point where you realize it's time to let this go. It's time to stop holding on to the past. It's time to move away from this to where you want to be. This could also be grief. You know, I do get quite a sense of grief. So somebody could have passed, or a breakup, or even being inside a situation where you are with someone, but it doesn't quite turn out the way that you envisioned it to work out. There is that sense of loss within you, and it's like you weren't quite sure how to get out of it, but you somehow decided that you're going to get out of it. Okay, you sort of going to give love another chance. And as you go forward, I feel this in your immediate past, this is really paying off. Remember, in your overall energy, as we were clarifying, we had the Eight of Cups, and then we had the Nine of Cups. This is your overall energy at the moment, which is also kind of encompassing your whole sort of current situation. And so going forward, there's the Ten of Cups. So you're getting the situation together, okay? Two of Pentacles there, juggling, getting things back on again, and Page of Wands. So I feel that some of you have, and you're gonna have to let me know in comments what's going on here, but I feel that some of you have, it's like a short-term situation with long-term implications. Okay? So it could be a short-term situation, as in time-wise, but there were longer implications. Let's look at this 10 in reverse in your recent past. There's some things here that needed to come to an end, but there was also a bit of a holding on. Okay. Some of you couldn't envision your life without this other person. It's like you just couldn't. You know, I feel that you got yourself a bit tangled there in the situation. It could have been a bit of even a love codependent situation where we sometimes feel that, you know, we can't be without the other person, that the other person completes us, that, you know, there's no me without you sort of thing, which in fact can really take us astray sometimes. Okay. Okay. So the 10 of Wands, this is in the recent past, remember? So the 10 of Wands that was in reverse there in your recent past is clarified by the Queen of Cups that is in reverse, the 8 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. So you sort of realize, for many of you, I think you may have either somebody might have spoken to, but many of you kind of just got to this realization yourself where you're like, you kind of got that this situation doesn't serve you. This situation is not working. You know, this thing, this setup, this energy, this sort of, you know, almost karmic repeating cycle. It wasn't healthy for either one of you, and I feel there was a strong urge to return to a more healthy sort of situation. Okay, so some of you had to become quite strict with yourself and realize what it is that you have to let go of, what it is that you have to set yourself free of. I feel that you've been crying quite a lot, and people might not even have, you know, they may not even have been aware of that. Let's look at this 2 of Swords. It is in reverse, and the Ace of Wands in your recent past, the energy that brought you to where you currently are. Because I feel many of you wanted to move on, you just didn't know how. I also feel that there was a strong willingness for some of you to cut off all ties, to let go of everything, you know, and even if that meant that you let go of your whole home, your whole household, you know, your car, your job, your whatever, even identity. And the reason why I feel that some of you were okay with letting go of your identity is because you realize that this identity wasn't you in any case. You're not sure who this person is or was, but it wasn't you, and you were prepared to do whatever it took to get you back. Okay, let's see. So we're having the 2 of Swords in reverse, and the clarifiers, they are the Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you face some truths, and the 4 of Wands. Okay, I feel that you may have been dilly-dallying with maybe like a certain situation or a person for a while there, but some of you completely lost yourself in the situation. Okay, maybe you called it compromise, but you realized that it wasn't. So clarifying this 2 of Swords in reverse and this Ace of Wands card, you needed to get some perspective on things. You know, you weren't so clear in your own mind what was happening. So whilst you may have been very prepared to move forward, to let go of what you need to let go of, you know, to embrace the positive and the new and all those type of things, the one sort of snag that there was is that you didn't really quite know what specifically those things were for you. Okay, I think the only sort of inclination that you had there, the only sort of sense of knowing that you had there, is that you wanted to have something solid. Okay, you wanted to have something solid. I want to draw another card for that one. You wanted to have something solid. I'm going to draw a card specifically for this Ace of Wands in this you know, combination situation here. Yeah, I think you want to settle down, or, you know, and when I say settle down, it doesn't mean that you want to start, you know, living the mundane, blunt, boring life, but you I feel that some of you were quite sort of like adventurous souls maybe, but you didn't want to do that anymore. My neck's a bit stiff. Let's see. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. You knew what you wanted, and I felt that many of you felt you realized the matter needed to be addressed, because where you were, and even for some of you, kind of where you are, you like where you're heading, but you're not quite sure, you're not quite yet where you want to be. Okay, so you're going to look at your current situation, this 8 of Pentacles, because now an idea started to form in your mind, and you are wondering if this is the best idea. Falling there down, I've got the 9 of Swords and the Hermit. So the Hermit again, sort of following up there on the Hanged Man. Okay, so some of you want to know if you're doing the right thing. So I feel that you might be feeling very overwhelmed at the moment. You want to know, am I doing the right thing? Am I being too fast? You know, should I maybe wait? Should I give things a chance, or should I see how it runs out? I'm walking away very determinedly, but it's almost like there's something in the back of your mind saying to you, am I not making a mistake? You know, shouldn't I turn back? Shouldn't I give this a second chance? You know, what if I don't find someone else again going forward? What if I don't find someone like this? You know, what if I'm giving something up and then I'm stepping into darkness and I'm there on my own? So there's a lot of those sort of mulling thoughts going over and over in your mind, and the Hermit is reminding you there to be patient with yourself, with the universe, with life, to honor your emotions, and also a confirmation that you are on the right path. You know, some of you may be feeling a little bit lost, and there's a reminder there that you're not lost, that you're only taking a break. Okay? A much needed break, I feel. Also, with the Death card over here, the transformation, the powerful shift, you know, because this is your current situation card, the 8 of Pentacles and the Death card, you know, followed by this Ace of Wands that had the 2 of Swords in reverse previously, you know, and also on the previous situation with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse that was clarified by the 10 of Swords. Some of you made some big bold decisions and the universe heard you, and it's assisting you in letting go of some things and some people and some situations that are not serving you the most positive way. But it is sort of overwhelming, you know, it's quite overwhelming there for you. And oh, I love this so much. I'm drawing your clarifiers for the Death card. Okay, so 2 of Swords, you're gonna love this. 2 of Swords, 3 of Wands, and the Emperor. Okay, so yeah, remember your 2 of Swords situation was in reverse earlier on, so you're kind of getting that figured out. You know, you're getting it figured out exactly what it is that you're separating from. I feel that just putting some space, like some, you know, physical space or energetic space between yourself and the situation, yourself and the person, and you're starting to figure it out. So you're not having it all figured out just yet. Sorry, I'm getting my kitty. Hi, baby. So it's like you don't have it all figured out, but there's a lot more clarity. And also, again, there with the 3 of Wands, you may have, oh, okay, so here it comes in with this new person that you met. You realize that all is not lost, that there is still hope for something different, something new. So some of you have got quite a lot of hope, and for me, hope is everything. Okay, when you have hope, you can have just about anything, because now you're daring to dream again, and obviously by daring to dream, you are also allowing the universe to sort of flow again. You know, your law of attraction is happening again. Hello, I can't play with you now. Okay, so 10 of Cups, we're going looking forward. Where's this energy going? 10 of Cups. Oh. So going forward, I feel that many of you know that you're not 100% done with this previous situation, but you want to be. Okay? You want to be. And so, and this is what's so important in life, not just with love, but with everything. Once you've got a very clear vision, goal, idea in your mind, where it is what you want to, you know, where you want to be and where you want to go, then you're giving life clarity. So life knows how to line things up for you, what to make available, what not to bother with. So there we go, the Justice card, the Three of Cups, and the Death card. So a lot of letting go, a lot of setting free, you know, a lot of knowing exactly what it is that you want to have. And I feel that even if you are with someone new, I feel that you may have a sit down, you can have a talk, a sort of, instead of maybe seeing where things are going, which you know you might sometimes do, you want to be, I feel that in this situation particularly, you want to be more specific, more clear, more to the point. So going forward, the two of Pentacles there is clarified for you by the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. Okay, two different decks. The Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So yeah, a lot of thinking, rethinking, considering, probably more in the heart space, in the head space than you might, you know, ordinarily be. Just be mindful to not go too over the top with things, because I feel some of you, there is that sense of you don't want to go back to a previously crippling situation, you know. You don't want things to be the way that they were before, which is good. That thought pattern itself serves you really, 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 really well. Just be careful to not get too invested in it, that it doesn't become your sole sort of purpose, your thing, you know. Because then you go into a different energy, which is the running energy, and that really doesn't serve you well in life. I've been there for a couple of years. Doesn't serve you well. Okay. Also, your judgment gets kind of clouded, where you may have one version of something which is true for you, and the same situation viewed by someone else, you could be way off the mark. So be careful of that. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. The Page of Wands, your final card. So you're figuring it out. And I feel that some of you may feel that you need a bit of alone space, alone time, and really communicating that. That is what's bringing things together for you. Okay? There's definitely going to be a talk. Two of Cups, King of Swords, and you might be the one initiating it, but that gives you your power. I feel it's a good talk. Seven of Swords. I feel that many of you might actually come to someone and say, you know what, I sort of treated you unfairly, you know, and explaining, making them understand, because I feel for a number of you, there is someone else that's sort of blaming themselves for something, when in fact it's more sort of like coming from emotions. You may be the one that kind of like, you know, threw the kind of I don't know, monkey wrench there into the toolbox sort of thing. Okay, but we'll see what happens going forward. So let's see, kind of reach an impasse here, reflect and redirect your energy. So we'll see where this is going for you. There with your oracle card, we'll see where things are going for you, Capricorn. If you want me, you're more than welcome to obviously subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. There's a reading for you every week. We can see where things are going, you know. And if the reading resonated with you, give me a like or share or comment. And you know, you can also have a personal detailed reading at $12 for a 30 minutes reading. Let's connect on Facebook and Instagram and see where this new energy is going for you. Namaste. Wait. Let me quickly give you an eye wink before I go.